Hi guys, 18 Dapper here and welcome to this matchday preview for tomorrow's fixture at the Eco Power Stadium. It's Doncaster Rovers versus Gillingham in League 2. Let's get the video started. So guys, welcome to this match preview, Doncaster Rovers versus Gillingham at the Eco Power Stadium in League 2. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for sticking around on the channel and supporting the channel. It is greatly appreciated. If this video has brought you to the channel, please consider clicking subscribe so you don't miss any future content, and hopefully you enjoy this one. If you do, stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. If this is the first video that you've seen on this channel, this is a format that we go through match previews. We'll look at previous meetings between the two clubs, we'll look at the current form across all competitions. I choose a Doncaster Rovers player just to say a few words about. I also choose my one to watch for Gillingham, but as I always say, you know your club much better than what I do, so please in the comments down below let me know who Rovers fans should be watching out for in tomorrow's fixture. And then we finish the video off with three predictions. There's a predicted team lineup thanks to FanHub. Me and the family have got a predictions league, so there's a quick update on that, and then the score prediction, the all important score prediction at the very end. So without further ado, let's get into previous meetings. Donny and Gillingham have faced off a huge 70 times in our history, and it's not looking good for the Rovers. We've only won 14 of the 70 fixtures that we've faced each other. Gillingham out in front with 36 wins, and then we've shared the spoils on 20 occasions, so Gillingham definitely got the upper hand in this fixture. And then when we drill down into our more recent five, that theme continues with 3 defeats and a draw and a win for the Rovers. So we go back to the 1920 season, the second game of the season away from home, it was a 2-1 defeat. Then we go to the 2020-2021 season, and that was a positive season for the Rovers in this sea of negativity when we played Gillingham, and that was a 2-1 win at home and a 2-2 draw away from home. But then we go back to last season in League 1, the 2021-22 season, where both teams did get relegated down to League 2, and Gillingham did the double over as a 1-0 win at their place and a horrible 1-0 win at ours. Sticks in the memory for all the wrong reasons, so hopefully we can flip this form around and do something positive in tomorrow's fixture. But if we go by history, it is not looking good for the Rovers. Even on current form, it's not looking good, but it's not looking good for either team, in fairness. Rovers coming into this one in our last 5 with a draw, 2 defeats, a draw, and then a defeat on Tuesday night. Gillingham, on the other hand, across all competitions, a draw, a win on penalties in the Papa John's Trophy, 2 draws, and then a defeat, just like Doncaster, on Tuesday night. For the Rovers, though, a draw and a defeat is the start that Danny Schofield has made as new Doncaster Rovers manager. But for me, I didn't go to Crewe, so I can't really comment too much on that performance, but I did go on Tuesday night and I saw much better football, in my opinion, on show. There was conviction in the passing, plenty of chances created, and I think on any other day you've got Miller's header that was a free header, Biggins's header, Biggins's audacious shot from in his own half, which hits the bar. That's 3 really big chances, and there was a few more that slipped the memory, but I think there were opportunities there, and on any other given day we could have come out victorious in that fixture. But unfortunately, the one lapse in concentration, Stevenage capitalised and it stayed 1-0. But there's encouragement from that start under Danny Schofield. I think it will take time to flourish and get that consistency going, and I fully suspect that there will be personnel changes in January. I think new players will be coming in to suit the style and the philosophy that Danny's trying to instill in the squad. He made a big call in benching the ever-present this season captain Adam Clayton, and for me, Tuesday night it looked like there was much more energy in the midfield. Adam Clayton won't be available, I believe, for this fixture because he's picked up 5 yellow cards, so that's 1 match suspension, so that change will be made again. But encouraging positive signs, it will take time. Hopefully we can see a win in tomorrow's fixture against Gillingham. On to Gillingham though, a tough start in League 1. They currently sit 3 points above the bottom 2. Over the summer, really struggled with recruitment and started the season extremely light in terms of playing staff. But for me, they still lack that quality in front of goal. They've only scored 6 in the league in 15 outings, so it's going to be one of those games. I mentioned it on Gills in the Blood's match preview. I will link that up in the top corner of the screen, or it'll be linked at the end of the video. Go and watch that, get some traffic over to his channel. He's a fantastic creator, subscribe to him as well. But we said that it's going to be one of those, it's panning out to be a boring 0-0 or an absolutely ridiculous 4-4 draw. So yeah, 6 goals in 15 outings. It could change tomorrow. Only 16 goals conceded though, that's the big one for me. Defensive solidity, that it's clearly there. They've drawn quite a few games, they've only won 2, but those draws are chipping away at the points and keeping them just out of danger, but a very good defensive record, so I think they could be very tough to break down tomorrow. So yeah, I'm leaning towards the lower end of the scoring scale than a 4-4 draw, but you never know in football. Moving on to the player profile, so for this one I've gone with Kyle Noyle, and for me Kyle's showing this season what made him a team of the season right back last time he played in League 2 for Cambridge. Being absolutely superb this season, and he's starting to link up well down the right hand side, get some good balls in, and hopefully under Schofield that movement and as I said, the conviction in the passing will help Noyle get forward and get some decent balls in. 71 appearances for the Rovers since he joined, only 1 goal but 9 assists. 3 of those assists have come this season as well. I fully expect more to come as we move or continue into the season. Fantastic player, and for me he's our one to watch in tomorrow's fixture. On to the opponent's one to watch. So as I said at the start of the video, you know your club much better than what I do, so please in the comments down below if you think it should be somebody else. I looked at Mikhail Mandron. I expected more from him this season, but please go ahead over once again to Gills in the Blood, his match preview where we discuss Mika on there. So from that discussion, I changed my opinion and I've gone with Will Wright. Looking at it, I think he's been one of the more positive players in the Gillingham team so far this season. 25 years old, right back. Full of right backs this video, but 20 appearances, 1 goal and 4 assists. 3 of those assists have come in the league, and Gillingham have only scored 6 goals, so he is a definite avenue for chances, and I think cut him out, stop him from getting on the ball and finding that space to play the ball through, and you never know, it might be a rare clean sheet for the Rovers in tomorrow's fixture. But for me, Will Wright is the one to watch. Plays at right back, that's his main position, but he has been utilised into the centre and a little bit forward as a CDM. But I think Matt said that he's suspecting Gillingham to kind of match the 5-2-3 kind of formation that Danny's been playing. So potentially Will Wright will be the right hand side of the 3 centre backs. But for me, one to watch tomorrow. Moving on to the predicted team lineup, this is thanks to FanHub. As always, if you've not downloaded the app yet, please go ahead and do so. Plenty of features to get your teeth stuck into. I use it for the predicted team lineup, and this is what I'm going with for tomorrow's fixture. I'm going unchanged from Tuesday night. I thought it was a positive performance. We just weren't quite ruthless enough in front of goal, so I'm going Mitchell in goal, a back 3 of Williams, Anderson and Long, Noyle on the right, Maxwell on the left, so it can be a back 5 if we've got our backs against the walls. Midfield 2 of Harrison Biggins and Ben Close, and obviously Noyle and Maxwell will push forward to make it a 4 in the midfield, with Molyneux and Hurst just in front of those, and George Miller up top on his own. So 5-4-1, 3-5-2-1, however you want to look at it, it is a fluid formation, and hopefully we see some fluid football. And if that is the lineup, hopefully it's the lineup that can get us 3 points. On to the Predictions League table. So Tuesday night, I believe we had a little bit of optimism, 2 draws. Max went with a Rovers defeat, which surprised me. Chris went with a Rovers win. Obviously it was a 1-0 defeat, so the table hasn't changed in terms of positions, but Max has opened up a gap once again. He's at the top on 15 points, Chris behind him on 11, Dad in third on 10, and I'm bringing up the rear on 9 as always. It's frustrating. Hopefully we can get this scoreline right, or some predictions in the future right, and start closing that gap, but plenty of games left yet. And that takes me on to my score prediction. So, as I say, I'm leaning towards the lower end of the scoring scale. I don't think it'll be a 4-4. I wouldn't mind a 4-4 though, it'd be very entertaining. But Donny, we generally concede, so I think we have potential of conceding once again tomorrow, but I think we will be more ruthless with the chances that we create. So I'm going with a better scoreline than what we got against Stevenage, but I'm going for the same scoreline that I predicted in that one. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. And that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you've enjoyed it, please stick a big thumbs up on it for us, please. Comments in the section down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And once again, please head over to Matt's channel, Gills in the Blood TV. It will be linked on the screen somewhere. Get some traffic over there. Get sub to him, a fantastic content creator. He deserves more subs. And hopefully it is a good fixture tomorrow, entertaining. There will be a match day vlog. Stay tuned for that. And all I can say now is thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.